Hey guys, welcome to Top 10 Tuesday. Today I'm doing my top 10 of Supernatural episodes. Here we go. So I have chosen for my number 10, All Hell Breaks Loose Part 1 and 2. That is the episode where Sam and all the other psychic children are abducted and they have to fight each other to the death. Only one can survive to become Lucifer's vessel. But of course, all Sam and Dean want to do is kill Yellow Eyes, which they end up succeeding in All Hell Breaks Loose Part 2. But at the cost of all hell breaking loose, basically. Yeah, it was a self-decision in which episode should go where, but that's my number 10. Yours obviously going to be different. My number 9. For my number 9, I've chosen the Executioner's Song. That is the one where Dean fights Cain, and it's probably one of my most favourite episodes of season 10. Not much more to say. The Cain fight with Dean was awesome, and yeah. So let's move on to number 8. So for my number 8, I've chosen In My Time of Dying, which is the episode where the boys are all in hospital. Dean's basically on his deathbed. He runs into a reaper because he's about to die, but his dad decides to sell his soul in order to save Dean's life, which then sets the mark for them sacrificing themselves for each other throughout the seasons going on. But there was a lot of emotional, obviously, baggage in this episode, especially coming out after the season finale of season 1. So that is why this episode's in my number 8. So my number 7 is probably a little controversial because a lot of other people would probably put this episode higher in their list. My number 7 is Swan Song, which is when Sam has to let Lucifer in order to be able to put him back into the cage. Or hell. Whatever you want to call it. And pretty much tells Dean not to go selling his soul again to save his. And it's very emotionally... a lot of emotional baggage in this episode again. So that's very sad. But yeah, so that's my number 7. So my number 6 is the monster at the end of this book, where they first meet Chuck, who writes all the novels about Sam and Dean and their adventures, detail for detail. And Sam and Dean's obviously shocked to find out there's a series of books about their life. But yeah, I really enjoy this episode. And yeah, so it's number 6, the monster at the end of this book. So my number 5 is No Rest for the Wicked, which is when Dean basically has to fight for his life before he goes to hell after selling his soul. There was some major parts in this episode that I loved, which was when Sam and Dean both sing I'm a Cowboy, I think is the name of the song, by Bon Jovi. The emotion in that scene is incredible. yeah, overall it's a really, really sad episode, and like you feel crushed by the end. But obviously comes back, which is awesome in the next season. But yeah, all the kind of consequences that come with that as well make it really strong episode. So yeah, number 4. So my number 4 is yellow fever, which is when Dean is infected and becomes afraid of literally everything, because that's kind of what the virus does. And the part where he opens kind of a cabinet or something, and the cat's there, and oh my god, just the shock on his face and the scream, so funny. It's one of the funniest scenes throughout all the seasons. Yeah, so this is why yellow fever is my number 4. Awesome. So my number 3 is fan fiction, which is the episode where Sam and Dean turn up out of school for a job, and they walk into a musical about their lives, pretty much. There was some really funny moments in this episode. There's kind of emotional kick in the guts with Carry On Wayward Son at the end, where the brothers kind of look at each other and realise all the crap they've been through. Also, the other thing I find really funny is the credits at the start, where it's kind of like, and where, you know, how the supernatural title usually comes up, and it does all the different kind of animations, I guess is the word I'm looking for. But she's like, oh, it needs a little more oomph, and they go through every single like animation, supernatural animation, and oh my god, I still laugh every time I watch that bit. So yeah, that's my number 3. So my number 2 is Mystery Spot, which is the episode where Dean dies a freaking hell of a lot of times. It's kind of like Groundhog's Day, where Dean dies, Sam wakes up, and then Dean's alive again, and then he dies again, and then Sam wakes up, and then he's alive again. So yeah, it's a kind of a funny episode as well, so I really enjoy that episode. That's why that's in my number 2 spot. And now let's go to number 1. So here we are at number 1, and I know you're dying to know what it is. That's why I'm gonna make you wait until after this ad break. No, I'm just kidding, I don't have ad breaks. My number 1 is Changing Channels. Oh my god, this episode is so funny. Just like Dr. Sexy MD, Sam becoming the car, the the police show. Oh my god, there's just so much in this episode. The ad with Sam in it, oh my god. The whole episode's just crack up laughing. Really, really good episode. I don't think anything's kind of come close to that episode for me. But still love Supernatural, obviously. And yeah, so my number 1, Changing Channels. What's your top 10 list? I'd be interested to find out, so leave it in the comments below. See you next time. Do you want me to react to something? Comment below and request what you want me to react to in the comments.